What's good? What they do? It's your boy Purple Lips back with another controversial topic, y'all. Not the Shop podcast. We're gonna be reacting to. Now, welcome to my channel and all praises to the Most High. Now, on Not the Shop podcast, one of the co-hosts had confronted the main host about a follower that they had, and the follower apparently had unfollowed the host because she calls him a woman basher. Now, I'm curious of what y'all think. If y'all think that he is a woman basher for having his opinion, is it okay for a man to have his opinion? I know it's okay for a man to have an opinion, but it should be accepted in conversations more, and women should know how to accept it more. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Let's go ahead and get right into this, man. Let's see it. Not the Shop podcast.
So we need to address this, right? Because I was going through my IG the other day, and one of our old sessions came up from which Mac Mall was on, and it was one with him and what's the girl name? Robin. And I forgot the content that you were speaking on. Oh, you were saying that women don't like to be natural. They're insecure with their natural state. And one of, who was that came through and posted it? Van reposted it and asked, what did women think, right? This is all about you, Mac Mall.
Mackety Mac.
And one of the women came through and said that they used to follow you on your personal page, but they stopped following you because you disrespect women and they feel like you are a woman basher. And they just said you have completely no respect for women, and it went on. All of the women commented pretty much the same thing. So I gotta put the spotlight on you. Are you a woman basher, and do you have a lack of respect for women?
Well, I'll say this.
Wait, before I say that, one of your comments were, you respect women, but you don't respect bitches.
That's exactly what I was finna say. She took the words right out of my mouth. I have the utmost respect for a woman in any pedigree. But when you display whole behavior, bitch behavior, you gonna get what you ask for. If I dress like a clown, you gonna ask me what circus I work for. It's just that simple. I treat women accordingly, okay? And I was always taught that only a hit dog gonna holler, right? So with the woman bashing thing, I find it very ironic that women can say the most disrespectful things to a man and we supposed to suck it up. But as soon as a man says something about himself or something about a woman, he's sassy, he's gay, he hate women, he's women bashing. No, it's not. That's my opinion, okay? There are plenty of women in this world that love me, okay? Only the hoes don't love me because I treat them like hoes. That's what you act like. I mean, let's just keep it 100.
Yep.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not?
I meet you and you talk like a nigga, I'm gonna talk to you like a nigga. If I meet you and you dress like a hoe, I'm not gonna treat you like I met you in the church. It's just that simple. I'm going off the vibe that you giving me. If you come to me and you professional, you use big words and shit, I know how to get my act together. I'm a chameleon. I know what it takes to get what I want. So I can be any kind of man. And any woman that's gotten the asshole out of me has given me asshole. And it's just that simple. I mean,
I agree. From my experience, from my experience, it's the same thing, man. You have a lot of women who like take pride in making a man feel degraded or making him feel like he rejected or whatever. And today they just love it. It's prevalent that a woman will deny a man just for her ego and inflate her ego. So heck no, man. You don't tolerate that, man. As at the end of the day, a woman who handles herself with grace you treat her a little bit different, man. You know, a woman who I know women who will reject me or reject a man kindly. You know what I mean? And some men don't know how to handle that. So I give it to y'all for for men being overly aggressive when a woman tries to be nice. But still, much respect to that woman. And me personally, I don't handle myself like that. A woman who actually rejects me but handle herself with grace, but she give me her time real quick, just for a quick second, and give me a quick little rejection, I'm okay with it. I respect you. I respect it, and I keep moving. You know what I mean? But like for most cases, why would I allow a woman to just? I'm gonna keep it moving because I value myself. I value my time. I'm not really. I got things to lose. So me dealing with a woman is so much that I can possibly lose. So I wouldn't personally deal with bad character. So I would keep moving or whatever. It doesn't matter if she treats me bad. I'm not gonna go back and forth with no woman about nothing because I have too much to lose in any type of situation. So nah, I'm not doing that. But at the same time, I could understand why some men will go ahead and be stand their ground because it's like, hold on, you gonna just degrade me? Hold on, you got a lack of respect, and sometimes a woman need to hear that because some women are just like so inflated with their personality, and some women are and they take pride in denying men and stuff like that. So hey, you get what you take. I mean, you get what you deserve. You treat a hoe like a hoe. You treat a woman like a lady, and you treat a friend like you loyal to your friends.
I've been around so many different women till it's like, it's women that can say, like she said, he don't respect women, just absolutely hate my guts. But then there's an equal amount of women that'll tell you Jamal is a sweetheart. He'll give you the shirt off his back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I say all that to say this. If you act like that, you're gonna get treated like that. Now, a lot of women have they have an issue with me calling women bitches and shit like that, but that's just the way I talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To like on some funny Facebook shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't walk around calling women bitches. That's just my internet persona.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's hard for people to separate the two. They think, I don't want to be around. He be on Facebook talking crazy. Baby, them just likes and money.
Right. Right.
How successful would you be talking good? You can preach. Look at Tim. We got to preach on our panel. Look at his views. And look at my views for calling women bitches.
So
they want to hear this shit.
So basically, you like the Charleston White type
It's
thing.
entertainment.
I understand that, and it took me a long time to realize that social media is not the real world, right? And a lot of people who can't separate the two, this is why they get on social media with their feelings, because they don't understand this is a game. This is not the real world is what you can touch, what you can feel. When people log on to the internet, everybody is not who they are. For me, I'm not on the internet to make friends and shit. I'm on the internet to get paid.
So it's safe to say that you bash women for views?
No, I don't bash women at all. I just say how I feel. I don't bash women at all.
You feel that it's okay to call women bitches on social media just because? Matter of fact, give me your definition of what a woman, what she displays to be called a bitch, whether it's in person or on social media. Let's clear that up. Not you. It's about him.
Amazing.
I'm sorry. I had to take
Wow, damn.
it from you.
Okay. Say that one more time.
What qualifies a woman to be a bitch, whether it be in person or on social media? Because you just said that you respect women and not bitches. So what makes a woman a bitch that you would be able to not respect her in the aspect of her even being a woman?
A loudmouth asshole. That's what a bitch is. A bitch that got to argue and want to prove her point and get loud with men.
Right.
Anything outside of a feminine energy is a bitch. And it's just that simple.
Yeah, bitches and hoes are really the same. It's just that a bitch is a hoe with an attitude.
Exactly.
Facts. Bitch is a woman with a whore with an attitude. That is 100% true. And why would I treat her with any type of dignity or respect if she don't give me no respect or treat herself with any dignity or any grace? She don't get it. She don't deserve it. You know what I mean? She has, as a matter of fact, she deserves the truth. You know what I mean? Or you deserve to go ahead and get her the brutal, honest truth about a dose of how you feel about how she treating you. Because no one deserves to be treated any with lack of respect, no matter what, especially if you don't know them. Now, if a man is coming up to you all creepy, hey, I understand you are defenseless. You have to go ahead and do whatever it is to defend yourself in whatever way that you can do, and in whatever way you can. But in most situations, nah. Not even most situations. In some situations, you know what I mean. You just gotta handle yourself with grace. I'm gonna tell you like this. I had this experience with this one woman. She know who she is. God bless her soul. But it's different when you deal with a woman who asks you, "Why did you do this to me?" She wants to understand what made you get into the frame to do whatever it is that bothered her, that hurt her, whatever it is. She's curious, and it made me feel bad. It made me feel horrible because she was so feminine. She was really willing to make me happy, honestly. So really, she was just wondering, like, hold on, what got into me to go ahead and start talking to somebody else, or to start, to leave her behind, or whatever the situation was. It was about me talking to somebody else, but I'm just saying, like, I felt bad, bro. Because of how feminine she was, she handled herself so maturely, and she was like hurt. And the way she handled it, she wasn't barking at me. She wasn't like, you this, you that, you this type of dude. You ain't no. She actually knew I was a good dude. She know I'm a good man. She respect my character. She knows I got integrity. But what got into me to get to the point where I would do something against my integrity that she believes in, and that would potentially hurt her. And she was genuinely curious, and that made me handle myself so much more differently in that relationship. I probably should have been married to that woman, to be honest with you. I was a kid at the time, but it was different. It was different from hearing some woman who's literally down my throat about a mistake I made, or her catching me on something. It's different when you treat a woman, and some women don't deserve it, because some women you are so kind to. I've been through a situation like that. You're so kind to. You think the right thing to do is be respectful and tolerate who they are, because you think the best thing to do is to be in a relationship and work with them, but they not working with you. You know what I mean? Sometimes as a man, when you're too nice, you get walked all over. So you have to have some grounds and some boundaries. So why would you go ahead and let a girl treat you with lack of respect? And why would you allow yourself to be treated with lack of respect? Do you have respect for yourself? It's the same thing as a man. If you have lack of respect, go ahead, get walked all over. I don't blame a woman for walking all over. You don't respect yourself. But if you respect yourself, make sure you chop down those boundaries, man. And you should treat a woman like a woman like a lady, and a bitch like a hoe.
Perfect example.
So is it safe to say you
Perfect.
don't like women that express themselves?
No, it's a way to express yourself like a woman. When you display and express yourself like a bitch, you can't get mad if I call you one. Like, like I'm just saying.
Well
if you,
said.
so like
Well,
this. If okay, so like this, right? If I'm sitting there having a conversation with a woman, right, and she start getting loud, motherfucker, what the fuck you talking? Hold on, bitch, slow down. That's a bitch. Bitch, slow down. Who you think you talking to?
So let's say, because you talk aggressively, and that's just the way you talk. So say, for instance, you're having a conversation with a woman. She don't know you from pit pot, pan, and pee in a can, whatever. And you're talking over aggressively and loud. And you know how you talk. We know how you talk because we know you. But this woman doesn't know you. And this is what you're displaying to her.
Wait a minute.
So
Hold on. I got it. Go
because
ahead.
that
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space?
she takes it a certain way from you, she's going to probably react the certain way that she feels like she has to get a little loud and talk on the same level that you're talking on. So now she becomes a bitch in that aspect.
Good point. The women that don't act like bitches don't even see that side of me. They don't even see that side.
I'm lost, Jamal, because this is a woman that you don't know.
Right. If I don't know her, I can tell by her vibe when we meet. As soon as she open her mouth, I know what kind of female she is, and I'm gonna act accordingly.
So
it's just that simple.
For her
She
to judge you.
You said
as
what?
well, is it safe for her to judge you off of the way you're speaking? Because
Yeah.
you speak aggressively and loud all
In,
the
a,
time.
in aggressive situations. Yeah, when I'm intimate with somebody, I'm quiet. I'm real subtle. I'm a fucking teddy bear. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And
I
she
don't
don't know
act.
that, though.
No, she gonna know that if
I
she's
get what she's saying. Okay, say me and you having a conversation, and we talking about something, you passionate about what you talking about. Now we all know you. We know that you talk loud. That's just you. And say you talking to me, and I don't know you, and you talking, and we talk about something that you get passionate about, and you get loud. And your
well,
voice started to like escalate.
And
Like,
then he
yeah,
calls
shut
up
it, shut it,
bitch.
shut it, shut it,
Right.
and then she take it, and I take it the wrong way.
right. I
So-
do that around y'all because I know y'all. I don't do that around people I don't know. That's why.
I get what he kind of saying, and I get where they coming from. One, from where they coming from, as a man, I don't think that you should go ahead and you gotta remain stoic. You gotta remain calm and collective. Don't let a woman get under your skin where you gotta raise your voice. I mean, at times it is a time where a woman probably will get out of line, and you probably have to. You know what I mean? But most cases, no, bro. Remain stoic, calm. I don't think that you should go ahead and talk to a woman crazy. Man, just remain respectful, remain calm, mean what you say what you mean, and try to work the conversation out. Whatever y'all friction is going, try to figure out something, not try to continue with going. But yeah, I do think that raising your voice is not something that you should do. But from a man perspective, I'm understanding where he's coming from. I think he's saying that, hey, he doesn't handle himself like that, and when he's dealing with a woman that that he loves or he likes or interested in, nah, he's remaining calm. He's doing exactly what I'm talking about, remaining stoic. He communicates how he feels, but in a podcast scenario, of course he's gonna talk aggressive and just be unfiltered. Really, that's what he's saying. He's just gonna be a little bit unfiltered on a podcast scenario versus when he deal with women.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm a chameleon. I know how to act in certain situations. Y'all then got comfortable with me.
But so why
y'all,
does these women on social media say that you're disrespectful to women though if they don't know your character?
because they see my Facebook reels and shit that I be putting out. That's why they judging me off shit that I put on the internet. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But
It's
that's,
So do you think you proved them right by saying that I disrespect women that are bitches?
well, I'm gonna say this. Coming into the internet and when I decided to do that, I already knew I was gonna ruffle some feathers. So I was prepared for this shit anyway. No matter what you do, somebody is always gonna have something to say, whether it's good or bad. My thing is this: I can play an asshole good than I can play a good dude. So it's easy for me. You see what I'm saying? Because I grew up in the hood. I know what my audience is. My audience is a ghetto ass audience. So this is what they want to see. This is why when I do asshole shit, I go viral. Even when I was a preacher, I was a pastor posting and doing all this. Nobody wanted to hear it. You see what? But when I wasn't loud, when I was considerate, when I was a gentleman, when I was doing all that, nobody gave a fuck. But as soon as I get on here and start, oh, you bitches, y'all ain't shit. Now everybody sharing, they talking, and we going viral.
So
Ain't that crazy?
It's safe to say you care what people think.
No, I know what makes money, and I'm gonna do what makes money. I use the internet for what it's made for, making money. That's what it's made.
All right, I get where he coming from, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep it funky with you, man. You know what I mean? He basically saying he doing what gets the views. You know what I'm saying? He doing what makes the money to get the audience attention. You know what I'm saying? Does that make it right? I ain't gonna lie, it doesn't. As is he a woman basher? Nah, I don't think he's a woman basher. And from his explanation, I think he could have done a better job explaining. Because from what his explanation, it seems like, yeah, it's safe to say that he is a basher. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment down below if you agree, if you disagree. But I feel like it's coming from a place of where he is literally just explaining his side of the story, how he feeling, his perspective. That's what I feel like. Are men bad? Are men bashers for having their opinion? I feel like for the longest time, my whole time growing up, I heard a slew of things negative about men because, like I said in prior videos, it feels as though women and the system have teamed up against men. You know what I mean? And I don't care. I don't care about if it's fair or not. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come up with solutions. You know, I feel like solutions is ultimately what I'm striving for. But like, I don't care about being no basher. I personally feel like now today growing up, we've been bashed so long. We have podcasts now. We have a voice now. We are starting to state our opinion, our side of the story. Women have literally controlled the narrative for a long time. Is that bashing women? Go ahead, leave a comment down below. Let me know if y'all think that's bashing women. If it's okay to, if it's being misconstrued, is being sassy, misused towards men. Are these terminologies that modern women use? Are they true? I'm out.